It looks like we hit a major floor of support and a pullback could be imminent. I'm going to talk about that. We're also going to talk about why I'm still bullish long term and what I'm doing about it in the short term. So definitely stay to the end. Please stay tuned. If you're not a subscriber, like, subscribe, share right now. Before I go any further, right now in the comments, write if you think the bull market is over, if you think we're about to go crazy, or what if you're about to go crazy. Put the comments in down below. This is Crypto Joe. This is Joe Knows the Cryptos. And let's get into it. So first thing we're going to talk about is this market. Like if you look at where we are in Bitcoin right now, right this second, we are at a major floor of support. And we're at that 101.5 level. And if we can stay above this, we could probably not have a significant pullback. But as you can see right here, there's lots of room to run. There is lots of room to run down. I'm looking at this whole sector right here, and I'm looking at this saying, gosh, our next real floor of support might be down here at the 96, 97 level, and then again down here around 94. So there's some opportunity for some liquidity snatching, some longs to get liquidated and things like that. So I'm not sure where we're going to go. So here's the thing is that the market seems to be waiting on government intervention. This has been a going trend. This is not good because crypto, the government gets involved, things get a little wacky. And as we've seen ETFs last year, yes, it helped drive up the price of Bitcoin and cryptos, and we had a little mini alt season. But here we are, we're awaiting executive orders that didn't come yet this week. But I'm going to give you 3 reasons to be super bullish long term, right after this analysis. But I believe that today, if we get the news, the market's going to bounce off this level of resistance. And the news might be executive orders just confirming what I'm about to tell you. There's going to be some kind of news that comes out eventually, and I think the market is waiting on that to push any kind of buy buttons. We've kind of, as you've seen, just kind of trading in this zone here, like kind of bouncing around. We went up to that all-time high around 109, 110, and we've kind of been, up, down. So we've been kind of trading all over the place. So look for this floor of support. If we bust through this 101, it could be a long drop down. The things that could save this drop, unfortunately, are those executive orders that people are waiting for from Trump. Things like Bitcoin as a strategic reserve, or maybe an alt crypto fund or a strategic fund there, or maybe big XRP news that comes out. A lot of things are being waiting on, or banking regulations that might change to allow custody of banks to custody your crypto. That would change the game right now. Obviously, big news from the SEC. New Paul Atkins is the head. Mark Ueda, who's been running it right now, says, let's end the war on crypto. This is great news for crypto. Now, the next thing is long term. Where do I see this? I'm still bullish. I'm still extraordinarily bullish. We've got to survive this right here before we can go up, right? I feel like John Madden right now. We got to survive this right here. And if we can survive this drop, and maybe another drop, we could see massive shifts up. This consolidation shaking out the paper hands. But we could see some massive pulls up if all the news holds true. Now, a lot of people are going to die on the vine waiting for that news or sell because they're worried. Oh gosh, is he not going to announce it? But even if he doesn't, there's so many other bullish things happening in crypto that I'd like to tell you about. So number 1, let me get out of this screen. Gosh, I wish I was quicker on these buttons. But number 1, you look at Larry Fink, the CEO of BlackRock. This guy is one of the most powerful men in the world. Check this out. He's talking about at Davos, about crypto
could
or
you
Bitcoin.
See a 2 or 5% allocation? I was with a sovereign wealth fund during this week, and that was the conversation. Should we have a 2% allocation? Should we have a 5% allocation? If everybody adopted that conversation, but it would be 500,000, 600,000, 700,000 per Bitcoin.
So that was Larry Fink talking about Bitcoin on at Davos. He's saying, look, if people adopt like a 1, 2, 5% allocation and go to 5, 6, 700,000, he's kind of theorizing there, but still, it's a major. Look at this. Number 2, World Liberty Financial buys over $100 million in crypto tokens on Inauguration Day. This was kind of Trump's sign that, look, you're not getting crypto regulations day one. You're not getting crypto executive orders day one, but we're buying crypto. What does that say when the president's backed DeFi platform is buying crypto at pretty large sums? What does that say? Well, he wouldn't do that. He wouldn't suggest that, or even if he's involved. I believe they wouldn't do that if they thought crypto was going the other way. That's a very, very, very bullish sign. Finally, this one's big. I mean, XRP has been in the news for years. I mean, obviously with all the turmoil going on with lawsuits and whatnot, but you have billionaire asset managers talking about XRP as a base layer for national banking, because the speed and the cost of transactions. I've talked about it here many, many times before that the banks don't like crypto. They didn't like crypto because banks make make a lot of money on fees, moving your money from X to, A to Z, A to B, whatever you want to call it. For moving your money, they make lots of money. They make money on fees of moving your money, make money on fees handling your money. And if your money isn't in banks, if it's in crypto, if it's being moved, if they take it out of banks to put it in something else to move it, then they're losing all of those fees and their revenue sources. So of course they're going to say in the background they were probably paying they probably paid for choke point 2.0, the SEC's move to choke out crypto. Maybe they were paying it through, I shouldn't say directly, this is not an allegation. This is saying that maybe they were lobbying against crypto, supporting the lobbying against crypto because, they were saying it's dangerous and all these things. But the reality is it takes away one of their major revenue sources, which is fees. If you can move crypto from A to B super fast at a fraction of the cost in a fraction of the time, why wouldn't you do that? Well, the banks didn't want you to do that, probably. This is not an allegation. I don't want any lawsuits. But the reality is that now they're saying they were working on it in the background because you can only stop that for so long. Now they've probably figured out how to use it, how to be profitable, more profitable using it. So they're probably testing it in the background. And if they roll this out, I mean, what's going to happen to XRP? I'm very bullish on XRP. I'm very bullish on Bitcoin. This is not financial advice. I'm just sharing with you the crypto news and how I'm ingesting, I don't know if that's a word, digesting that information and sharing it and regurgitating it out to you. But what am I going to do? Well, what am I doing today? I see this. This scares me a little bit, only in the short term with Bitcoin, right? I have a couple of trades on. There's a Bitcoin trade I have right here. I have a stop loss set where the worst I can do is make $100 on this trade, which is not great. I was up to, this was a small trade I put on. I'm at $233 a profit. I'm at, what is that? 96% profit on a tiny little trade on Bitcoin. But if it goes down, I'm probably going to get stopped out. And if it goes below this stop loss, I'm probably going to DCA and put some trades on when I think it's hit some levels where it has the ability to rise back up. But honestly, I'm not doing anything today. I'm busy today. I got a lot going on. I don't want to have to watch this today because there's probably going to be volatility. If we get news, it's probably going to go up. If we don't get news, it's probably going to go down. But too much volatility for me to trade. If you're a little more risky, you might want to trade. If you do, I got a link to BTCC down there. I'm not advocating that. But I'm just saying, if you're going to do it, do it. But I'm probably not going to do it. It's very risky. I don't recommend it today. I don't like recommending things, but I'd rather recommend no risk. No risk is no trades, but no risk, no reward. So you weigh that out for you. But I'm looking at this going, I don't know. I don't want to sink more money into a trade thinking it's a gamble. I'm betting if I put money today, right now, on Bitcoin going up or down, I'm gambling that news is or is not going to come out today. When I say news, I'm talking about executive orders or major talks from the president himself about crypto. So that all being said, I don't know if when that news is going to come out, if it's going to come out. But in the meantime, I'm going to watch this and look for opportunities. If the market sinks down, I'm still long, or I should say I'm still bullish long term for crypto, especially Bitcoin, XRP, and the American cryptos based on what the president has said in the past and he's already made good on a couple promises. So there's no reason to believe that more promises that won't be fulfilled. So more promises will be fulfilled by the president as he made at Bitcoin and has made along the way. And it just so much bullish information. The administration, so pro-crypto. The new SEC chair, very pro-crypto. And, you have presidents that have DeFi projects, meme coins, and the such. So I don't think crypto is going to zero. Could it go down, bounce down in the short term? Absolutely. Should you be cautious? Absolutely. Should you take profits along the way? That's up to you. I'm going to try to do that. I should have done this the other day when we were at a euphoric state on inauguration morning. Although I was hopeful, which hope is a very, very, very bad strategy. I should have stuck to my guns and do what I know is take a profit when it's there. My dad always said, no one's ever gone broke taking profits. That's all I got. Like, subscribe, share, and I will see you next time.